NHL may still be in limbo, but a much larger deal reached in the U.S. Congress last night sent markets surging today. Stocks were up across North America, Europe, and Asia after a last-minute agreement to avert the fiscal cliff. The Dow Jones up by 308 points, one of its largest gains in months, and the TSX also started the year on a positive note, rising 107 points. Canada's Finance Minister Jim Flaherty applauding the fiscal cliff deal, saying it is a good short-term step, but he warns the U.S. is not out of the woods yet. Many of the deep spending cuts that are needed were put off. And as our Brian Moore reports from Washington, U.S. lawmakers are poised to butt heads again soon.
On the first trading day of the new year, world markets heaved a collective sigh of relief after Washington pulled back from the fiscal cliff.
The motion is adopted.
Despite 11th hour drama and uncertainty, lawmakers avoided overnight tax increases and massive spending cuts that would have crippled the U.S. economy. But instead of celebrating a bipartisan victory today, the 112th Congress showed how it's come to be known as the most unpopular in recent U.S. history.
It is a betrayal of the people of the United States.
Unable to get the spending cuts they wanted, House Republicans blocked a bill that would have delivered $60 billion in relief to the victims of Hurricane Sandy.
We cannot believe that this cruel knife in the back was delivered to our region.
House Speaker John Boehner, hoping to keep his job when the new Congress is sworn in tomorrow, bowed to the wishes of fiscal conservatives who didn't want to spend another penny. The Speaker promises to bring $9 billion in hurricane relief up for a vote on Friday, the remainder on January 15th. But the delay and discord over a bill that once seemed like a given foreshadows far uglier spending fights in the weeks to come. Congress has 2 months to figure out how to slash more than $1 trillion in spending and how to raise the nation's debt limit. This time, Republicans say the president will have to give.
And if the president thinks that he's not going to negotiate, he better think again. He's president of the United States. He's not emperor of the planet.
But the president says he can't bend.
If Congress refuses to give the United States government the ability to pay these bills on time, the consequences for the entire global economy would be catastrophic, far worse than the impact of a fiscal cliff.
Victory in hand, the president headed back to Hawaii to finish his family holiday, a break from the cold reality of Washington politics. Brian Moore, Global News, Washington.
And with that last-minute deal in D.C., the markets weren't the only thing taking a jump. The loonie up today as well, rising nearly a cent to close at 1.015 U.S.